This Mansory edition Rolls-Royce Phantom features the OVO owl instead of the car's famous Spirit of Ecstasy. That's a crime against Rolls-Royces, that's a sin. Hey, my name is Andy, and today we're gonna be reacting to Drake's car collection. Let's go. Now, right off the bat, if you don't know who Drake is, this video is not for you. Drake is one of the greatest rappers of all time and has amassed over $150 million net worth, which means he's been able to afford some pretty awesome cars, starting with his Acura TSX.
What's up, everybody? You're chilling with me, Aubrey Graham. This is my baby, I guess. It's a 2004 Acura TSX.
Now, according to Instagram, his first car was actually a Chevy Malibu, but as soon as he started making money from Degrassi as the wheelchair bloke, he decided to upgrade to an Acura TSX. Still quite modest, but luxurious for the time.
It's a nice first car for like a teenager, I guess, as opposed to a Mercedes or BMW. I think that's pretentious.
Mind you, while being an upgrade, it's not exactly shooting for the moon. It's more shooting for down the street. Although in saying that, a new car is always nice, and this is where we start Drake's journey. Next up, we've got Drake's Bugatti Veyron Sang Noir edition. Sang Noir stands for black blood, and only 12 of these Bugattis were ever made. The Sang Noir was inspired by the Bugatti 57S Atlantic, has a color scheme to match with a tan color interior. As far as Veyrons go, the specs are pretty standard, 0 to 100 in 2.5 seconds, W16 engine, 1001 horsepower, all of that good stuff. Drake has since sold the Veyron as of 2014, because I guess he got bored with it. It's the way these things go. Next, we've got Drake's Bentley Continental Supersport convertible. The Bentley Continental Supersports convertible was the fastest convertible Bentley had produced at the time, with a 0 to 100 time of 3.9 seconds and an eventual top speed of 202 miles an hour.
Started from the bottom, now my whole team fucking here.
Next up, we've got Drake's Bentley Mulsanne. The Mulsanne is the four-door version that, if you know, you know. Clearly a sign of Drake getting older, because now he's looking for the more finer things in life so that he can bathe in glorious leather luxury. Ditch the supercars, bring in the Bentley Mulsanne. Next up, we've got Drake's Mercedes SLR McLaren. You cannot go wrong with this car. Manny Koshman has like 5 or 6 of these. The doors are cool, the engine's cool. The only thing that sucks about these cars are the transmissions. They had a really sluggish 5-speed automatic transmission, which just sucked, but that was a limitation of the time. I gotta give respect to this car. The SLR it's a nice car. Next, we've got Drake's Brabus 850. Now, as far as high-performance Mercedes and BMWs go, typically I say that they're quite boring.
You're boring, everybody!
But a Brabus is never boring, and I'm all for it. I think that that's awesome. Underneath the bonnet of this beast is a 6-liter V8 engine with over 800 horsepower. It has a 212 mile an hour top speed, and it looks like a badass mafia car.
Find this Nancy boy Elliot Ness, I want him dead!
Next, we've got the Maybach S600 Pullman. This is straight up a limousine powered by a 6-liter V12. What else would you use? The S600 Pullman is a luxurious car, you know, the whole 9 yards. You get the champagne fridge, the massage seats, the relaxing environment, and I hope Drake has someone to drive him in this, because if he's driving this himself, that's a little bit sad. Next, we've got Drake's Maybach G650 Landaulet. This is a convertible G-Wagon. It's been lifted, it's been tuned, and it's been convertible-ified. They only made 99 of these, and it is powered by an AMG V12. No surprises there. The Maybach G650 is ridiculously expensive, costing 1.8 million USD. And that is some serious hotline bling.
I know when that hotline bling.
That's a good one. You get it?
That can only mean one thing.
Because it's expensive. Anyway, I digress. Next up, we've got Drake's Rolls-Royce Wraith. Very popular amongst rappers, especially people like Lil Pump, who decided to smash in the rear window of a Wraith.
Got a new car, got a new bitch, and I got a new deal.
But I digress. Wraith is a very cool car, very classic if you will. I like it because it's a lot smaller than a Phantom. Well, when I say a lot smaller, I mean maybe that much smaller. It's a beautiful car, luxuriously appointed. Good job, Drake. Now, in addition to the Rolls-Royce Wraith, Drake has got himself a Mansory Rolls-Royce Phantom. This Mansory edition Rolls-Royce Phantom features the OVO owl instead of the car's famous Spirit of Ecstasy. That's a crime against Rolls-Royces, that's a sin. But at the same time, It's a little bit cool, you gotta admit. Next up, we've got Drake's LaFerrari. Now the LaFerrari is a very awesome car, 950 horsepower, V12, hybrid system, the whole 9 yards, and they only made 499 of them, but what made it even cooler is that Drake had a version commissioned so that it could float around at his shows. It's even color matched to be the exact same color as his real LaFerrari, a giant LaFerrari. That's bloody awesome. Next up is Drake's McLaren 765 LT, LT standing for Longtail, which is a tribute to classic McLaren race cars. Now Drake bought this 675 LT to celebrate the release of his album Views, which sold over 850,000 copies in its first week.
Wow.
Yeah, no wonder he's gone ahead and bought one of these. Drake also has a Lamborghini Aventador LP 700-4 Roadster. I love ginormous V12 Roadsters, although as far as Aventadors go, they're a little bit cliche. The Aventador is a dated car and it's time to move it on. It's just not the same as if you had an 812 Superfast convertible.
Just admit it already. You got plans to do it, but we did it already.
Last but certainly not least, Drake's Devil 16. A little while ago, there was some rumors floating around that Drake might just buy a Devil 16. Now, does Drake actually own a Devil 16? No, but I've included it in this list because he might just. How cool would it be if Drake has a Devil 16? Just saying.